Mallorca is Britain's #1 holiday destination. Over 1.5 million of us visit every year. The big drawback, of course, is that it does get very crowded. Now be honest, how many times have you sat on a packed beach like this, looked out there and thought, if only.
I heard the rattle of the halyard and the flop of the big sail. It rose stiffly, stretching to the night wind, and there was a sudden creak as the starboard shrouds took the mast weight, and I felt a sudden surge of joy.
If a life on the ocean wave is the sort of holiday that appeals to you, the marina in Mallorca's capital, Palma, has an abundance of yachts available for charter. And if you're worried about having to rough it on board, don't, because there's everything you could possibly need. Big fridge, vegetable rack, tuck everything away, and look at the design of it, look, everything. Beautiful, and even somewhere to cook, no matter how rough it gets. While experienced sailors can charter a boat on their own, a professional skipper like Clemens will help me relearn old skills and ensure the holiday is hitch-free.
Now you see, now the boat is catching the wind again and we get much faster. That's fantastic. Now, perfect. Great. Fantastic. Like this to be. Good morning, sail.
This, of course, is the real reason to charter, because you can get to places you can't get to unless you've got a boat. It's lovely, isn't it? Is the swimming good? You bet it is. So is the snorkeling, and you never know what you might find beneath the boat. Our first port of call is Andrach, on the western tip of the island. I have had the most fantastic first day of sail. I'm hooked. Completely hooked. I think we deserve a drink, don't you?
That's a very good idea, I think. After you made me working so hard today, let's go to the harbour fast.
Let's to the harbour. Now this is where we started in Palma, and today we're coming out this way, straight down about 40 miles to Cabrera. Now there isn't very much wind, unfortunately, so we're doing power. So Clemens, 8 hours hard motoring to Cabrera. Do you want me to take a turn at the wheel?
Thank you very much, but you don't need to. With James, that's our autopilot. You just press auto and then steering automatic.
James.
So just feel free, take your cruising position.
I will, thank you.
And,
And this, in yachting parlance, is the cruising position. A calm sea, a cloudless sky, and James taking all the strain. Bliss. So this is Cabrera.
yeah, it's not Cabrera. It's a nature reserve. There's no hotels, no tourism, nothing. Special permission to get there, but it's easy to get. You just ask 3 days before and you're allowed to sail in there.
We need to use the little inflatable to visit one of the island's treasures, a sea cave, which, as the sun goes down, produces an incredible fusion of colours in the water. Wow, that is amazing! That's so blue! Look at that! Have you ever seen water that blue? The history of Cabrera really is extraordinary. In 1807, the Spanish, having beaten Napoleon's army, imprisoned 9,000 French soldiers on this island and pretty much left them to fend for themselves, which they did. This castle became a sort of improvised hospital. There was a meeting ground over there, and they even performed plays in a cave. But it was a very tough life. They had no food, they had no shelter. There were even rumours of cannibalism, and after 5 years of that 9,000 soldiers, just 2,000 were left alive.
Sailing isn't always fun. It isn't always happy friends on sparkling decks on the glinting ocean. It can be misery incarnate.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Just sail straight for the sun and see where we end up.
Today's we're in Africa, so...
A week's sailing will cost 400.